What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you, well, with another market watch today. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed in this market watch, and I'll get to that in a second. But before I get to that disappointment, let's talk about the website, YGOPaisano.com. I have a bunch of field centers and tokens that are right now available for pre-sale. Now, they're going to be shipping out next week. I already got shipping confirmation. The stuff has already arrived in America. I'm just waiting for it to get to me. But it's all available on the website, including like Sword Soul tokens, Dark Magician Girl, Ivy Mascarena. I just want to say something real quickly though. For those on Discord, they knew about this yesterday and started buying this up. So there is some stuff still available, but everything is looking to sell out, as it always does. So if you do want to get some of this stuff, make sure to go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. Like I said, anyone on Discord already knows. They've already been going and buying in this stuff. It sells out relatively fast, but I did get the shipment in. It is available. It will ship out next week. Everything ships with tracking, $25 or more. Anything on $25 is $3 extra, but everything still, no matter what, ships out with tracking. So definitely make sure to check my website out, YGOPaisano.com. All right. Can I say something real quickly? Why did everyone blink? No, seriously, let me ask you this question. Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market looked at every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, and every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Player looked at the secondary market, and the player base blinked super hard. The pre-sale price of Product Prosperity was roughly around $34. The pre-sale price of Forbidden Droplet was roughly around $19. Why, I ask you, why did the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player base blink? Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. Okay, why did the player base blink? Yesterday, Product Prosperity and Forbidden Drop was both allegedly bought out. Now, you can say, well, V, the sellers could have taken all those prices off and then re-put them back on. Fair enough. But I think it's safe to say that these cards were allegedly bought out. Since they're allegedly bought out, Product Prosperity over here, and, Forbidden Droplet, Product Prosperity, I just woke up. They both got bought out, and they're looking to maintain a relatively high price up until Friday. What I mean by that is, these prices aren't real. In fact, I would argue none of these prices are solid. I would recommend do not go by any of these prices until roughly around Tuesday to Wednesday, when the price of these cards actually has stabilized. You gotta realize how many people bought 2022 Today Ancient Pharaoh sealed and is getting it this Friday. How many will be available to list it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday? Once again, I think Tuesday, Wednesday next week is probably the best time to get a good stable price point on a lot of these cards because of the amount of players. And I mean, there's a ton of players who bought sealed, even though they shouldn't have, 2022 Today Ancient Pharaoh Gods, blah, 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 whatever. Okay? Meaning, I think a lot of these card prices will be going down. Now, let's talk about what might not be going down. Even though I see a short-term decrease in value as far as Product Prosperity, I think we can all agree this might not be permanent, meaning that Prosperity will be going down. It might hit back down to that $35 mark. I think it will. But it's going to go back up subsequently afterwards. Would it go back up and stabilize? I don't know. But it will do that roller coaster effect we've seen on so many popular cards in the past Megatins. Blizzard Dragon, actually have a funny thing I want to mention about this real quickly if you guys want to listen. First of all, let's talk about anime-esque cards and how their values are just terrible, okay? Blizzard Dragon, $28. Dark Magician Girl, $30. And Red Eyes, no, I mean $18, okay? So these are your anime-esque cards. Konami was slick. They're like, with our anime-esque cards in, the collector's gonna run in early, buy these cards, the price goes up, people feel good about the Megatin purchase, but realistically, it's all a farce. Let me show you. Because it's been done already. When you look at Maximum Gold El Dorado, you can see over here, there's Blue Eyes. It was done already. There's Gold Blue Eyes. You might go, wait a minute, that's crappy Blue Eyes, okay? You're right, here's another Gold. I'm gonna be a little bit cheeky with it. This Blue Eyes actually held value for a decent while. Look at the market price, but it's going down in value. There's some tradition, by the way. Once again, going down in value. There's Red Eyes Black Dragon going down in value. You can't even make this up. Okay, you're done with Gold Rare? You think Gold Rare is trash rarity? You're right. Let's go over here to Ghost Rare. Okay. Dark Magician Girl used to be $240. You see it? Blue Eyes, $125 now. Used to be $162. Oh, and Red Eyes? Wrong way. Embarrassing. Okay? Once again, it's not because Konami thinks that or the secondary market thinks these cards are bad. These cards are obviously great for collectors, but they're only meant for collectors. They're only meant to temporarily boost the prices to validate those that buy sealed versions of these. The price of Bloodshot Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, and Red Eyes will go down in value. But V, I like Dark Magician Girl. I have a huge fetish and I have issues, my psychiatrist, whatever. Listen, it doesn't matter. The price of these cards will go down in value because they don't have no long-term sustainable value. In the long term, what I mean by that, I should really say midterm, 1 to 3 years. Anything after that, we could come back and talk about if Dark Magician Girl 2022 out of the Prismatic Secret Rare, out of the Megatins are worth it as compared to, I don't know, original print first edition versions. I'm going to say no, but you let me know. But a lot of these cards, even though the artwork looks amazing on these, by the way, these artwork looks amazing on these, it doesn't warrant its crazy high price points. Only good temporarily for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectors. Really smart on Konami's part, if you think about it. Konami was slick. They said, we need to boost these price points early. Because they don't care about 2022 tins in 2023. They don't care about these tins in 2024. They don't care. They only need you to buy them in the near term so they can sell these tins, and they're selling. Now, before I talk about what's a good cards to buy out of these Megatins, I want to talk about, is the Megatins worth it buying, sealed, and holding long term? It's another great question I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players ask me because they bought a ton of these and they feel kind of silly, but they want me to validate what they're going to say. And I usually don't, but I give a good reason to. And this is the thing about the market watch I want to tell you, Paisanos. I love arguing with you guys. And we do it all the time. And I'll scream and I'll yell, and you'll scream and you'll yell. But at the end of the day, I still love the crap out of all you guys. No, okay, no, that's a lie. I don't want to lie to them. Some of you, I wish I could hit over the head with a rock. But I don't hate you guys for having a different opinion. As long as you bring me the reason why. Like when I do my market watches, I go here but here's why. I don't want to hear V. I bought still 2022 10 of Pharaoh God's Kiss. I think it's good value. Period. Because that to me is not good enough of an argument. The argument doesn't hold up to anybody. I would like to hear the reasons why. And I might disagree, and I probably will disagree with you. But at least I'll respect that you came to the fight with a real argument, and I appreciate that. Anyone that plays Mystic Mind, by the way, people that like really love Mystic Mind, they have nothing other than like, ha, Mystic Mind's good, you don't know nothing. Like, terrible players because they have terrible arguments. Or maybe it's the other way around. You let me know. All right. So, will sealed 2022 Megatins have good value? It's a great question. Let's ask 2021 Megatins. This came out last year. Cross Destiny got a reprint. Talents is 26 bucks because it has better versions of it. The Deer, which was a highly wanted card, is $4. Zeus is 12. Like, is this good value? If you have 2 or 3 cases of these Megatins, by the way, look at the price. Look at the price of a case, $137 as opposed to the current set, $175. Look at this. I think this is what we're going to see with 2022 Megatins in value, in my opinion. Now, that's the last year. You might go, V, go back more. Okay, let's go 2020. The case is $600. That's a lot of money. What's in here? Oh, that nobody cares about anymore. Let's be real. Like, you go, V, that's a lot of money. Enjoy trying to find people to buy this card. Hey, listen, Bonus Dragon's really good, right? In Dragons. Oh, nobody plays that. That's kind of stagnated. 113 listings, by the way. Albus is a great card, right? Yeah, I think that's the first real good value in this set, in my opinion. I mean, Masquerena, hey, that's good value. It's good. 20 and 14, that's not bad for a 2-year-old set with tins that used to be around $30 a pop. It's good value. Aramax is $10. Fuck, it ain't. I mean, it is, but let's be real, like, it's not. Like, no one's really playing Aramax anymore. It's only went up in value because probably players were using it with IP Masquerena, and now it's not being used, so, no. Hey, there's Pot of Extravagance, $6, and now we're getting to the point where this is this bad value because Mystic Mind is about to be, it's gonna get axed. Fusion Destiny, $7, but, okay, I mean, does anyone still play DPE? That's not playing Heroes? Like, so once again, is this good value? $80 Megatins? It's good value from a sealed aspect, right? But who's buying this? Not really anybody. Like, once again, it looks like it's good value, but it's really not. No one's buying this, and that's the issue. It's a stagnant set because nobody's coming over here and dumping the extra copies of these cards, challenging the market so the prices stay kind of wonky as they are. All right, Let's look at 2019. Hey, 2019. $70 Tsuchinoko, $10 Nessie, $10 Mothman. That's good value, right, V? No. No, not really. It's not bad value, but you'd be lying if you said it was good value. You realize these are Megatins. These aren't $4 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These were $30 packs, $20 packs. No, it was $20 packs. Why did it say 30? Anyway, Konami likes to move prices around. $20 packs of Megatins. These are not good value. These aren't bad value, but once again, if you have these sealed, you might have to let these simmer longer. Hopefully, you'll have more value or less value. Let me show you why I think less value, though. 2018, the most expensive card is a $31 evenly match, $18 band card, and then $5 subsequently afterwards. 2017, totally awesome was $12 to $15, we'll say. Cosmic Cyclones, $4 or $6. D barriers are $3. That's pretty bad. 2016, let's keep going back. Let's see what happens if you keep going back. 2016, Cyclones, $8. Black Soldiers, $5. Hey, look at that Cyberdragon Infinity. That's $4. 2015, come on, we'll keep traveling. Look, am I making my point clear enough to you, though? As we go more and more back, and I can keep going all day long, and it just gets boring at this point. And I'm not saying Megatins don't have value. I think Megatins do have some value. But of course they would. If you had a great reprint set, there's a bunch of reprinted cards that people are obviously gonna want. There's always gonna be some card, even something like the Neb or El Shadow Winda, that will have good value, but doesn't merit buying sealed Megatins. And that's my entire point of this. It doesn't merit buying sealed Megatins and saying, yep, this is going to have good value. You have to do a couple of things. Number one, you have to invest a good amount of money in sealed Megatins, because you're not going to buy one of these, right? Maybe you will, but you'll obviously buy multiples of these, and then you have to find somewhere to put them that they won't, like, get dirty, rot, rats eat it, whatever. So you got to use space in your house and go, all right, I'll see you in a couple of years. Maybe it'll be worth something. Hey, you might get lucky, and it might be 20 Megatins. I mean, there's not bad Megatin value. But 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, so on and so forth, they would argue against what you were doing. So once again, can you get lucky? Sure. I can get lucky playing a scratch-off. Do I go and invest every paycheck to a scratch-off? That's where I argue it doesn't make any sense. If you had sealed 2017, 2016, would it have value? Sure. But enjoy finding someone to buy it. It's kind of like a Fabergé egg. You might have someone buy it. It might be a website. I don't know. I haven't looked into Fabergé eggs. I'm just throwing it out there because I haven't seen not many people wanting to buy Fabergé eggs. But you get my point. My point is it's not easy to sell those things if you do have them. And if you buy them sealed and you want to come to me and say, see, there's good value, I'm not going to agree with you. If you buy sealed and say I'm going to crack something and get some good value, I'm still not going to agree with you. I agree with those who are the snipers in this set. The snipers in this game for the secondary market for Yu-Gi-Oh players are, in my opinion, the best buyers. And here's why, though. Because they know if you buy this sealed Megatin right here, there's more than likely you're doing your funsies every now and then. No big deal. Good reality check. Good way to let you know, oh, wait a minute. I just dropped $20 in this, pulled $3 worth of crap. Yeah, I'm good. Or maybe you drew some good cards. Roll the dice again. See, buy another 10. Go ahead. Eventually, you'll get a reality check, and it'll hurt. It'll wake you up fast. Look at that. There's that Dragoon. Prismatic Secret Rare. So that Ultra Rare and that other set. $18. Ain't that something? So you're gonna get a quick reality check and realize the fact that you will get wrecked if you buy sealed Megatins. The snipers are the ones that wait until, once again, I would argue, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and really go in and buy. Now, if you have a regionals or if you have a locals and you really want to go in and get these cards, I'm not going to blame you. I'm probably going to do the same thing. I have a regionals this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm going to it. I'm going to be buying 2 Prosperities. I'm going to need this card. It's whatever at that point. I'll pay whatever. But I have the extra money, where a majority of Yu-Gi-Oh players really don't. A lot of people work hard for the money, and they earn their money, and you don't want to, like, think of it this way. You don't want to spend an hour dealing with your boss's crap to buy a card today if you don't need to. That's the best way to explain it. But looking at a lot of these cards, these are a lot of still great reprints. But, these are, since they're so good of a card, they're probably going to be hitting a way, shape, or form on the ban list. That's why we're not going apeshit. We're not going too excited about Dragoon over here. No one's going, yay, Dragoon. Why? Because Verdant Anacane is banned, so this card's duty. That's why we don't care about this card. This card means nothing. Freddy's banned. $18 Dragoon. Eat balls. No one's buying that card, and that's the highest rarity version, second printing of Dragoon. What the hell is that, my voice? I still think there's a lot of great value in this set. Obviously, if you don't want to buy the Prosperities and the Droppers yet, and I don't blame you, they're still good value. Cross Designator, I think it's still going to go down in value, but still a great card. Diviner of the Herald. If you have tier limits, or you're looking to play tier limits, you are going to need this card. Snipe this card fast. Do it quickly. Do it quietly. By the time this video is out, it's already too late, in my opinion. I do think people will re-dump this card back into the market, but will it be around $8? I don't know. But this is going to be a card you are going to need. Mark my words. There's DPE, nobody cares about that card except hero players. There's Ghostspell, nobody cares about that card. Even though you really should. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I own original print first edition versions of majority of almost all the hand traps. With that said, Prismatic Secret Rare hand traps, if it sees around $3, I might go in and snipe myself a second set of all this stuff. Because I really like the way the Prismatic Secret Rare looks as opposed to original print. Original print Secret Rare first edition will have to still maintain the highest value because it's the most scarcity. But the most nicest looking one might be Ghostspell Haunted Mansion at a Prismatic Secret Rare from this tin. So, and I'm going to do that with Ghost Ogre. Even though I have an OT, the Secret Rare looks gorgeous. I'm going to do that with a bunch of these cards. Yeah. Branded opening Aliber is a little bit too late, but I do like branded. I might pick these up myself personally. I don't recommend you should for value-wise, but not bad overall. Incredible Ecclesia is not bad of a pickup. Underworld is a great pick, but it's $3. Really great buy. Small World is a sniper's dream. It's still being used here in TCG. They use it in the OCG. That card's good. If you don't have Dark World no more, why not buy this version over here? Lord of Heavenly Prison is not bad. Eventually, you might find yourself playing a trap deck one day. $3 is not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It will go lower, though. A lot of these cards will go lower, by the way. Ready Fusion is a really good card. The fact that it's already dirt cheap is a good indication of, hey, listen, why don't you buy this card? At $1, get 3. If you don't own anybody Rose Dragon, this is a great opportunity to buy this card. If we're into that Baron-esque kind of meta, if that's going to maintain or not maintain. If that crazy high-level Baron-esque kind of meta maintains, Ready Rose is always a great contender. It's only $1. Why not buy it? I know I passed D-Shifter. It's probably the reason why we got banned is late. It's probably going to get hit, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think what else is like good value. Trouble Slane is always a good card to buy if you're looking to play, if you have sprites and you want some options. This card's not bad. It's a common card called One Curry Way. I'll talk about it in another video, but that card's kind of cool, actually. Alright, there's Ghost Mourner. Once again, it's ultra rare. I don't like the ultra rares. I like the secret rare hand traps. Ultra rare hand traps, I don't hate. If I didn't own any, I would buy them, in my opinion. But Ghost Mourner has original print, first edition secret rare. It also has a Starlight rare, which nobody cares about because this card is duty compared to Effect Veiler. Like, this card's hot garbage. So I think Konami could have swapped that for another slot, but that's my opinion. Yes, there's flunneries in this set. I forgot about that. Flunneries are in this set, but once again, like, so you got super rare flunneries and M-Pen. You got the secret rare, and the most expensive version, because it's most scarce, look at that popping up, is the ultra rare flunneries and M-Pen, which I think if you want to play max rated flunneries, you would play the ultra rare. I personally need to get myself some ultra rares. Alright, I'm just looking through the set, seeing if there's anything of crazy good value. I don't know the set specific stuff, so if there's something came in only in the Megatins, I don't really fully know it 100%. I don't hate it, but I don't really know it, I'll be honest with you. Flunneries and Street comes super rare in this set. You just need 2 of these. You're probably going to play one, but we'll always have a second one. Once again, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, not a bad printing. It's really not. But it does have a first edition original print secret rare, and that's the one I would recommend. As everyone looks at this one, I would get the better version. If you don't care about rarity, then sure, hey, listen, a playset at 17 cents a copy, that's dirt cheap. Live Twin Lilith Tree is also a great card if you don't own one already. Same with Frost. Why not get these cards if you don't own them already? These are lower rarity versions, though, so I just want to take that in mind. There's Dark Honest, and this is the trick, and I love how slick Konami is. There's your Dark Honest, okay? That's an ultra red Dark Honest. Dark Honest has one other printing, secret first edition. So I don't own Dark Honest yet, but this makes me personally want to buy Dark Honest secret rare as opposed to the available ultra rare. Because a lot of tins, remember, most tin cards are always like second fiddle to the higher rarity counterpart. And they could even be on the same rarity. And I got no better example other than Totally Awesome. Which one had Totally Awesome in it? There's Totally Awesome, okay? So let me just do this quickly. Totally Awesome has a couple of printings, but the Megatin is the second one. By the way, same with D Barrett, and we can point out a ton of cards. It's roughly around $14. You see it right over here, right? But if you go to Totally Awesome, and you look at the rare, which wasn't a bad $8. It used to be 6. That's when I bought mine. I just recently sold them for like a crazy amount of money. But if you go to Basement Vengeance and you go to first edition Totally Awesomes, I mean, we're talking, you know, 22 with shipping, $24 a copy. So once again, if you have a Megatin Totally Awesome, it's still not bad, but it's the second best compared to the best. And these are on equal rarity. And then you'll take these and you pose these to, what was I just looking at? I can't find the cards anymore. Did I just go over here? If you take them to oppose to the Megatins, it doesn't merit like any kind of realistic value. Okay, 1 second. 2018, 20. Yeah, I was on. Okay, whatever. So that's something that's really important to note. Once again, you're not buying the best, you are buying majority cases second best. Unless it has a higher rarity than a virtual print, then in that case, depending on the condition, depending on how it got released, like we talked about Flyers the N-Pen, Ultra is still going to be the most valuable one because it's the most scarce one. So scarcity does come into play at times. Majority of the time, it's higher rarity that's worth more. But if it's more scarce, that can also factor in. And in the case of a card like Fluttering the N-Pen, it does, where the ultra rare still will maintain the highest value, as opposed to the secret rare and way opposed to the super rare within the Megatins. Once again, I'm just looking at a bunch of cards trying to see which good cards to snipe. Heavenly Zephyr Meridor is a great card in case you want to hold this card if you don't want to buy the secret rare, because it's a little bit secret rare is at that price where it's a little bit too much for you, but you still want to own this card just in case you might one day need it. Why not buy this card? I'm not sure if the other Heavenly Zephyr cards in here, but three of these ultra rares, 15 cents. It's a no-brainer. It's almost like the Dangerous. It's actually almost like the Dangerous, where it might not be actually not even close to Dangerous, but whatever. Where it was not good as an ultra rare printing until it was seen play, and the ultra rare printing used to be like worthless because the secret rare was way more, and the ultra rare printing now is like worth money. It's kind of crazy. Trying to see where else. Like I said, it's really tricky with these tins. If I had it physically in my hand, I would show you, but maybe I'll go this weekend or maybe next weekend and I'll buy these cards physically so we could go through all these cards. I could talk about like what's good, what's not good. I think it's more fun to do, so you can physically see the cards and we could have a real conversation about a majority of these cards, because the main thing you want to do is obviously I mean, if you buy a playset of all these, you still pay infinitely less than somebody who bought a case. If somebody bought a case, they're going to be sweating and going, please, please, please. Whereas if you bought a playset of all these, it's still better than a case. Now, I still don't recommend you buy your Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, and Red Eyes yet, due to the fact that they will fall. Let me go back to my beginning point of this video, though. The market looked at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, where we had $34 prosperity, $19 droplets. Even Ash Blossom was roughly around, what, 14 and 15s. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players blinked and ran in and bought the pre-sale prices. And you can see the prices really swell up. But it's only temporarily. 48 hours from now, these prices are going to be dramatically different. Majority of them. Not all. Maybe two might say the same. But the majority of these prices are going to be dramatically different. And it's going to be that way, not because they're bad or good cards. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be that way to see what's scarce and what isn't scarce. What really is short printed, and do players care about cracking, in their case, a part of prosperity and saying, I could pocket this and just lose 45 out of what I put into this case. And my argument is, no, they can't do that. They have to dump that on the market to recoup their initial investment. That's why I don't like buying sealed cases, unless you're an OTS store who could buy sealed cases, who can then turn around TCG Player because you sold a lot on TCG Player, so you can pre-sell to all those Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that blinked and sell these two cards. If you sell these two cards, you're probably happy as an OTS store because you're now making at least your initial principal. Not to mention eBay, not to mention Amazon, but that's why it's so important for players to understand this. The everyday average Joe player buying 1 or 2 cases from their OTS store is not going to have that availability because they're not going to have the ability to buy at those prices, to sell early, and of course, to make their initial principal at the very least without, of course, cherry picking because once again, you are a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. Hopefully I explain all that as easily as possible. I'm still going to feel like there's going to be players there going, V, I had a friend and he opened a tin and he pulled 2 prosperities and $500. Did he plus? And we just want to let you know to that kid out there, to everyone else in the comments is probably gonna tell you this. So let me tell you, maybe the first to tell you, nobody gives a damn but your dumbass friend or you as far as like pulling a lot of good cards. Because for every one kid that pulls one good card out of this or justifies buying a case, which is insane, but justifies buying a case at its price point, there are at least 1,500 minimal people that have opened this and took the fat L. I'm not sure if the camera's inverted, so L. Whatever. One of these you have taken by buying these. So do me a huge favor. take that story and nobody gives a fuck and don't tell nobody because we don't care. Because the realistic part about this is a lot of people took L's in order for one person to take a dub. That's the point of these tins. I hate when people do that. I know a lot of you players love to do that because they like to do this weird brag thing, but you don't understand the fact that how many people. It's like if we all play scratch offs, someone's gonna hit $1 million. Someone's gonna hit it big. Someone might even hit 1,000. Hey, yo, 1,000 on a $5 scratch offs. Hey, it's pretty good. I don't want to hear that though, because that one guy doesn't equate to 1,000 dudes that just got wrecked by cracking that scratch off of $5 and getting nothing. So hey, yeah, you did good. But those people out there, they don't want to hear your shit. And neither do I. Whether I did good or I didn't do good, I like to hear it because I understand just because you did good doesn't merit everybody else. In fact, it's a proof that everyone else got wrecked in order for you to get that dub. So your best bet is to be quiet because nobody wants to hear it. Anyway, that's my opinion about that. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure to go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. Once again, a lot of these field centers and tokens are not going to be lasting long. They are on pre-sale. They will ship next week. And trust me, we're ready. People are buying them as we speak. I woke up this morning to like 6 sales, and they're not small sales. So keep an eye out for these if they are getting taken off the website throughout the weekend. It's because they're being sold out. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.